Everybody's always wanting a big log, big log, big log. You can have the big logs. That's the thing about dealing with big logs. Everything you do has to be measured on a manual mill. Hey Google, how many board feet would be in a log that's 100 inches, 25 inches in diameter? It's not gonna pick it up. I'm gonna get the skid steer. Man, that was way too much fun. Thinking about doing an addition on your house or your apartment or whatever. These are some of the steps that I go through in starting this little addition. It's going to be approximately 8 by 12. This is what I recommend. You do you. One of the things you need to do, I don't know if you need to do it, but one of the things I certainly need to do, I need to have a plan. But a lot of times, almost every time, I will draw a plan of some sort. Here's the garage, here's a little addition, put a shed roof on it. This is where the water needs to go. It's 8 by 12, and so I know that I'm going to have 96 square feet. I'm planning on using 1-bys for the ceiling in here, planning on milling about all the materials that I can mill. So I know that that number right there, I'm going to round it off at 100 square feet of material milled. Figuring up what I'm going to need, 2 square feet of wainscoting there, 48 here, 20 square foot here, total of 100 square feet. Dealing with 2 good round numbers, 100 square feet. There's the ceiling and the walls. So I know if I go to the mill, and out of those logs that I started last week, we need 200 square feet minimum. May do an exposed rafter system, then I would need some nice looking 2x6 rafters. The bottom line is try to have up all my materials ready to go when I get ready to put a spade in the ground. And that's what we're building, but now I got to get to the mill and go burn some gas. I know how it is milling. You want to get to sawing. I think I've had this thing now 3 years and I want to get to sawing, but I have to. There's no option. I have to discipline myself to get things right. Everything fueled up, oiled up, checked, greased up, everything ready to go before I go. If I don't, it's going to be a long session. If I do, things are going to go good. These logs just been laying too long. For what I'm wanting is character out of them. I got plenty of that. Starting on the top of the stack from the log that we started last week. The big log that I had so much trouble on, and I was having so much trouble. Sciatica is nothing to play with. And it's funny, it wasn't bothering me too much during the day, but at night I couldn't sleep. It was just absolutely the pain at times. Anyway, I thank the good Lord for touching me there and helping me out. I appreciate it. Each board we get out of this kit is going to be quarter stone. In just a second, I'll show you how the growth rings are growing on this tent, and then you'll see how the orientation of it determines that we're going to get good, beautiful quarter stone lumber out of this tent. There's the orientation of the growth rings. Just in case you was curious, in that 1 cube of log, this is approximately 35 board feet. And of course, most of you probably know the way you figure a board foot is 12 inches wide by 12 inches 1 inch thick. That is considered a board foot. So if you added this up, we got 35 board feet in that 1 cube of log. And the neat thing about this, every board turned out beautiful. Now, it's got some rot on the ends. We're going to be cutting it down to wainscoting length. There's a real good possibility that we're going to leave this rough sawn. Please don't tell my wife, because she's not a fan. Show you this. That's right pretty. Even if it did come off a hobbyist portable manual mill, I like it. Man, that was way too much fun. Finally. Well, the kids come to a conclusion, pretty close to the conclusion. Unless it's really a special need, I won't be quarter sawing like this anymore. No more stop signing. It's just too much work for one man on a manual bandsaw to try to stop sign this thing. It's too much work. It's not worth it. Unless it's really a special order or something. I don't get any orders because I don't take any orders. And I don't get any orders because I don't take any orders. So it's not going to be any special orders. Okay, we'll get this sawed up. Actually, I'm going to go in and get a dry shirt and eat a bologna sandwich. Finally got this beast in position. Full disclosure, it's about 3 hours since I was here last. I'm going to tell you, it's just too hot. I don't know if that shows or not, but this is 100 degrees in the shade. You got to get some sawmill going. That's some mighty pretty stuff. And we've got a bit of a hose leak. Why even show this? Well, this is not the fun part of saw. One more section to go, and we have turned Bigfoot into board feet. All right, last bit of this Bigfoot. Well, this appears to be the worst part of this log, but it's the best part because this is the last of old Bigfoot, and then we're done with it. I've enjoyed it. It's been fun, but I'm glad it's coming to a close. Well, it's only fitting that the last board is about as pretty as any of them. How many board feet would be on a log that's 100 inches long and 24 inches in diameter?
The exact board footage depends on the scaling rule used, using a length of 8.33 feet. Doyle rule, 208 board feet. International 1/4 inch rule, 212 board feet. Scribner rule, 200 board feet.
So the Doyle rule, 208 board feet, International 1/4 inch rule, 212 board feet, and the Scribner rule, 200 board feet. Well, I'll tell you what, my friends, I've figured it up. Each board has 4.86 board feet in it, and there's what I come up with. So Bigfoot gave us 204.16666666666 board feet. So we turned old Bigfoot into some board feet. And I'll tell you something. This material here has a lot of character. Every bit of that log is quarter sawn. All them little holes. I just think it's going to be pretty. I milled it all at 1 inch thick. It'll probably dry down pretty close to 3/4. That's red oak. I'll probably plane one side and then we'll have wainscoting. I know it's cooled down here late in the afternoon. Got to be down to, I don't know, probably 95 and 94. That's a pretty good day. Glad to have old Bigfoot done. I'll get this loaded down with some weight, cover it up. I don't know, I might leave it uncovered, maybe it'll rain. And there was virtually no waste. But will I be doing it again? No, not unless my meal turns orange. I won't be quarter sawing it again. And I thought about, maybe some of you might have an idea on this. I thought about maybe putting it on the interweb, on the marketplace. I mean, I'm not going to. But it would be interesting. I would like to know what it would bring. What do you think? 204 quarter sawn red oak. And it's not because I sawed it, but it's in good shape. What do you reckon that'd bring aboard? I have no idea. If you have any idea, I appreciate it. You let me know. I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me. My friend, I'll see you in the next one.